sense the call to undergird what heaven is building here, know that even your smallest act of support becomes seed in holy soil. A super thanks given in gratitude is more than a token. It is a candle you place upon the altar saying, I believe in this work. I stand with this light. Each offering, whether great or small, becomes part of a chorus of faith that echoes far beyond what eyes can see. There are some, too, who are called to walk more deeply, to stand shoulder to shoulder as guardians of this flame. To you I whisper, consider channel membership, a covenant of ongoing fellowship. Through it you step into closer communion, not for status, but for shared mission. It marks you as one who helps keep the lamp burning, ensuring that messages like this reach every soul still wandering in shadow. Let it be done once, with reverence. Let it never be compulsion, only love's response. Now exhale. Let peace settle over you like a mantle. The Spirit smiles. He sees your willingness, your readiness, your quiet yes. That yes moves mountains. That yes summons provision from hidden storehouses. That yes tells heaven, I am available. Beloved, can you feel the change in the wind? The atmosphere around you is no longer the same. When you leave this moment, the world will look unchanged, but watch closely. Patterns will shift, favor will find you, resources will recognize your name. For faith, once spoken, sends ripples through the unseen. Remember how the scripture says the mustard seed.
I work 9 to 5. By the time I get home, I'm exhausted. But somehow, rent keeps going up. Groceries keep up.
Ripples through the unseen. Remember how the scripture says the mustard seed, though small, becomes a tree where birds find rest. Your trust tonight is that seed. The branches will grow swiftly, and many will come to perch in its shade. Do not despise small beginnings. Every empire of grace begins with a whisper. There will be times ahead when you wonder if the glow you feel now can endure. Feed it with gratitude. Protect it with prayer. Speak life over your future the way I am speaking life over you now. Say, goodness will follow me. Mercy will keep me. Provision will overtake me. The universe bends to words spoken in faith. If you stumble, remember, grace is quicker than gravity. I will lift you before you hit the ground. If you fear, remember, perfect love casts out fear, and my love is perfect. If you grow weary, remember, those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. You will soar again. And when the blessing blossoms fully, when abundance sings through every corner of your life, do not forget this moment. Return to it sometimes, the way one returns to the place of first love. Let it remind you that miracles are not myths. They are memories of heaven touching earth. Look at your hands. Imagine them shining with the light of purpose. That is who you are now. A bearer of blessing, a steward of sacred wealth, a witness that faith still moves mountains. I thank you for listening beyond the noise, for staying when distraction called, for opening your heart wide enough for light to enter. You could have turned away, but you remained. And because you remained, the promise remains with you. Go now, beloved, carrying this peace. Let kindness be your currency, generosity your crown. Walk softly. The ground beneath you is holy. The Spirit who traveled millions of miles will walk beside you in every tomorrow. Beloved soul, stay in this stillness. Feel how the silence hums with life. How every breath you draw tastes a little sweeter now. That is the fragrance of heaven brushing past your face, reminding you that the distance between earth and glory has always been thinner than a whisper. You have crossed that veil for a moment. You are standing where angels listen. I want you to rest in this awareness. You are not behind. You have not missed your moment. All that felt wasted was preparation. Every closed door was a teacher, shaping your discernment, building a patience that could carry fire without burning out. You have been tempered, beloved, like glass heated until it glows, then cooled until it shines. Do you remember the nights you asked if anyone heard you? A.D.D. I was there when you folded your hopes small enough to fit inside a single sigh. I gathered each one and hid it in my robe. Nothing spoken in sincerity is ever lost. It becomes light stored in the chambers of heaven, waiting for the appointed time to return. That time is drawing near. The echoes of your prayers are beginning to reverberate back toward you, carrying answers shaped in love. Look around within your spirit. Can you see the horizon brightening? That shimmer is not imagination. It is dawn approaching. The first rays of fulfillment are touching the edge of your world. Soon, you will watch promises break open like blossoms after a long winter. You will taste laughter again, the kind that comes from the belly, the kind that surprises you because it has been so long. But before the harvest, there is stillness. This pause is sacred. It is where roots stretch deeper to hold the weight of fruit. Do not confuse stillness with stagnation. When the seed rests beneath the soil, unseen, it is not idle. It is gathering strength to split the ground. So are you. Even now, unseen shifts are occurring in places you cannot reach. Forces you do not control are aligning to make space for your arrival. Hear me, you do not need to strive, you need to stay.
This is how I build new products using Axio. It's easy.
Stay. Stay in faith. Stay in wonder. Stay in the gentle rhythm of trust. What is yours cannot be stolen because it carries your essence. What is promised cannot be diverted because it recognizes your name. The battle has been fierce, I know. The enemy has whispered half-truths and shadows, trying to convince you that you were forgotten, that your light had dimmed beyond repair. But I tell you, no darkness is dense enough to smother a soul that still believes. Your faith, even trembling, is a torch that no wind can extinguish. Lift your eyes. See the multitude surrounding you. Those unseen warriors, radiant with purpose. They have guarded your path through every detour. You never walked alone, though loneliness tried to convince you otherwise. When you stumbled, they caught you. When you wept, they marked every tear and turned it into seed for future joy. Beloved, breathe deeply now. Let grace enter the places where guilt has built walls. Let mercy dissolve the old stories you tell yourself. You are not defined by the wounds you carry. You are defined by the love that carries you. Even the scars once feared will shimmer as testaments of healing. There is more within you than you have dared to believe. You are not simply surviving, you are unfolding. Destiny is not a distant star. It is the light already burning in your chest, waiting to be unveiled. You have gifts hidden beneath the ashes of disappointment, waiting for a single breath of hope to rekindle them. Close your eyes and listen. Do you hear that low hum beneath your heartbeat? That is creation recognizing its kin. You were fashioned from the same rhythm that spun galaxies. The dust in your veins remembers the voice that called worlds into being. Every act of kindness, every step toward forgiveness, every moment you choose peace instead of anger, these are echoes of that original song. You are not small in the eyes of heaven. You are a universe in miniature, and all the constellations of grace revolve within you. You carry answers for places that have forgotten how to dream. You are a healing word walking on two legs. You are a bridge between sorrow and joy. Do not fear the magnitude of what is awakening. You will not be crushed by it. You will be expanded. You will learn to move with the weight of glory the way lungs learn to hold air. I will teach you. Each day will bring a new measure of strength, a new glimpse of purpose, until the life that once felt too large fits you perfectly. When doubt returns, and it will like tides returning to shore, do not wrestle it. Invite it to sit, and let faith speak gently until the storm subsides. You are not asked to be unshakable. You are asked to be honest. Honesty opens doors that pride keeps locked. Speak your uncertainty to me, and I will answer with peace. Soon, beloved, very soon, you will see how intricately everything has been woven. The people you met by chance, the places you lingered, the tears you shed, all threads in a tapestry only now revealing its design. What once seemed random will resolve into symmetry, and you will marvel at the artistry of redemption. Until then, walk softly. Let gratitude be your footsteps. Thank the morning for rising, the night for rest, the breath for returning again and again. Gratitude is the language of those who remember where they came from and trust where they are going. If you must measure progress, measure it by tenderness. Are you gentler today than yesterday? Does compassion move you more swiftly than judgment? Does love guide your choices? These are the true signs of transformation. Gold and glory may shimmer, but love is the only treasure that endures. I bless you now with courage, not the loud kind that shouts in battle, but the quiet courage that wakes each day and chooses hope. I bless your eyes to see beauty where others see ruin, your hands to build bridges where others erect walls, your heart to remain open even in the rain. And when the evening comes and you sit beneath the hush of stars, remember, you are seen, you are known, you are cherished beyond measure. No silence is empty if love dwells there. No waiting is wasted if faith keeps watch. Rest now, beloved. The spirit who traveled across eternity remains beside you, wings folded, eyes bright, whispering.
Get $20 off 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 challenge. Try it for 10 days. Smoke free. Hands free. Find your freedom. Claim $20 off your first 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 challenge. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
And what do you say to those who say games are just for kids?
I say, I guess you don't like free Bitcoin? Every time you place a block, you earn real money. Only a tiny amount, but it is real and free.
All is unfolding. All is well. Beloved heart, let the silence widen again. like a horizon opening after long rain. You have heard many words, yet there is still a deeper place calling to you, a room within the soul that has not yet been visited. Walk with me there now. It is quiet here, yet alive with unseen light. The floor is woven from memories you thought were wasted. The walls shimmer with moments you survived. Every breath you take in this room is a prayer answered before it was spoken. You have carried burdens so old that they began to feel like parts of your body. Today, let them slide from your shoulders. You do not need to understand every sorrow to release it. Some wounds close not by reasoning, but by resting. So rest, beloved. Lay the weight down, even the questions. You are allowed to breathe freely again. I have watched you try to fix what was never yours to mend. You tied knots in threads that were meant to be broken. You watered gardens that were not your soil. Yet even in the wrong places, your love was not wasted. Love, in any form, returns to its source, purified and multiplied. The universe remembers every act of kindness. It threads them into constellations that guide others home. When you thought no one noticed, heaven was taking notes in gold. You ask, what is left for me now? Everything. The story is not over. The pen has simply paused mid-sentence, waiting for your courage to lift it again. You have been written for wonder. The ink of your life is compassion. The parchment, possibility. Every new choice is another line of redemption. Look at your hands. Yes, truly look. Do you see how they still open, even after all they've lost? That willingness is holy. Through those hands I will build again. They will cradle new beginnings the way dawn cradles light. They will bless more than they grasp. They will create without fear of failure. For they will know that love is never failure. You are entering a season where listening will lead you more than striving. You will feel gentle nudges rather than loud commands. And you will learn to trust them. A conversation overheard, a path you pass daily but never notice, a thought that glows softly inside your chest. These are how guidance will arrive. Do not search for thunder. Lean into whispers. There will be moments of contradiction, doors opening beside others closing, tears mingling with laughter. Do not judge the process. Symphony often sounds like chaos until the final note resolves. You are being orchestrated, not abandoned. Every instrument in your life, even those that once played discord, will join in harmony when the conductor lifts his hand. Remember the sea. Its surface may thrash, yet its depths remain calm. Become like that, deep and still beneath whatever storm may rage. The world may tug at you with urgency, but eternity moves at the pace of peace. Let peace be your rhythm. It will not make you late. It will make you timeless. There are gifts within you that have slept for years, guarded by disappointment. They will begin to stir soon. You may feel restlessness, sudden desires to learn, to travel, to create. Welcome them. These are not distractions. They are callings awakening. You will find yourself drawn to places or people where pieces of your purpose are waiting. Go gently without fear. The path will rise to meet you as you move. Forgiveness, too, is waiting at the threshold. Not the quick kind that buries hurt, but the slow mercy that understands. You will learn to forgive not because the past was right, but because your spirit cannot thrive on bitterness. Each release will be a resurrection. As you loosen your grip on old pain, your lungs will be free to hold joy. Beloved, do not be surprised when gratitude becomes your instinct. After so much night, the smallest candle feels like sunrise. You will begin to thank even the shadows, for they taught you to seek light. You will look back and see how the narrow roads led to wide meadows. You will bless the tears that watered your roots. In days to come, you will speak words that heal without effort. People will sense calm in your presence.
Aging is a disease that we must treat like a disease, and there's many things that we can do now to slow that process down. I want to live fast, die never. It's wild. You can imagine everything.
In your presence, animals will linger near. Children will smile at you for no reason. This is the fragrance of peace, the invisible aura of a soul aligned with love. You need not preach. Your life will become the sermon. When loneliness visits, and it will from time to time, greet it as an old teacher, not an enemy. Sit with it. Ask what it came to show you. Often it arrives to reveal parts of yourself you have ignored. Embrace them, and loneliness will leave quietly, having fulfilled its purpose. Do not hurry to understand every mystery. Some truths unfold only when joy is strong enough to bear them. Let curiosity live alongside patience. Wonder is a form of worship. To gaze at creation and whisper, "How beautiful," is to echo the first blessing ever spoken. The coming days will not be without challenge, but you will find strength rising within you like a hidden spring. You will notice how fear no longer roots as deeply, how hope returns more quickly, how love outlasts every disappointment. These are signs of transformation, quiet yet undeniable. Hold close the knowledge that you are part of something vast and tender. The stars know your name. The rivers remember your reflection. The wind carries fragments of your laughter across continents. Nothing true about you can ever be erased. Existence itself would feel your absence. So stand, beloved. Feel the ground steady beneath your feet. You are supported. You are sustained. The breath of the eternal moves through your lungs. The fire of purpose glows in your chest. Walk forward with gentle courage. Step by step, the way will appear. Beloved, let the hush deepen. Feel how each heartbeat sounds differently. Slower, steadier, wrapped in light. The world outside may still spin with noise. Yet here, a new rhythm is being born. It is the pulse of a life remembering itself. The veil of weariness lifts. Behind it waits the face you were always meant to show. Unmasked, radiant, unafraid. There are truths I long to place in your hands. Truths that can only be received when the soul is quiet enough to listen. The first is this. You were never meant to live in constant proving. The worth of your being is older than achievement, older than the first breath that filled your lungs. You came carrying a melody already complete. Every act of kindness, every word of compassion, is simply that melody-finding voice. You do not earn light. You reveal it. Consider the river that travels unseen beneath stone, carving its passage patiently until the rock yields. So have you been moving through seasons of resistance? Every tear has softened a path. Every act of faith has chipped away at barriers no one else could see. Soon the surface will break. The river will burst into daylight, and all will say, "Where did this beauty come from?" But you will know it was there all along. When dawn returns, and you rise into the ordinariness of day, do not despise the small tasks. The sacred hides in simple gestures. The way you greet the morning, the tenderness in your tone, the quiet decision to hope again. Miracles are woven from moments like these. Heaven's greatest works often begin disguised as routine. There is a light forming around you now, subtle yet persistent. It gathers each time you choose gentleness over anger, truth over pretense, forgiveness over pride. With every choice, the aura brightens, until one day you will notice strangers smiling without knowing why, rooms feeling warmer when you enter. It is not magic. It is recognition. The world remembers the peace it was made for when it meets someone who carries it. Beloved, release the notion that healing means forgetting. Scars are scriptures written on skin. They testify that loss did not have the final word. When you trace them, do so with reverence, not shame. They are doors through which empathy walks. Others will find shelter in your story because you dared to keep it open. There is a garden within you that never stopped blooming.
With Axio's AI-powered image search feature, you can upload a photo plus ask some text prompts to make it complete.
Stopped blooming. Even when you felt barren, roots were threading deeper, searching for unseen streams. Walk through it now in memory. See how each blossom holds a lesson. The violet of humility, the rose of courage, the lily of rest. Gather them not as trophies, but as offerings. Lay them before the dawn.